A lot of people actually don't have real confidence. They do not have real confidence. And the reason why they don't is because at a core level, they have no relationship to a higher power. Confidence has to do with value. Now, where's that value given? Where do you get it from? Because ultimately, if you aren't somebody that understands that at a core level, if you don't have a relationship with yourself as a spirit, at the smallest like sub-molecule of what you are, or at a core of what you are, then you don't have a relationship with any part of yourself, then that means everything in your life is a crutch. So you're actually just watching everything that you've created or everything that you will build, which will eventually deteriorate, be lost at some point, because nothing lasts forever. And that's what your stock market looks like. As it slowly declines, as everything in your life fades away. So when people have a relationship with themselves on a spiritual level, that's where you get the real wisdom. That's also where you get the real confidence, and that's also where you get the real information. Most people think that they have all this information, that's what makes them intelligent. That's not true. It's the information that you can use that makes you powerful.
So what is spiritual wisdom?
A deeper relationship with what we are as human beings. Most people come into here and like, oh, bot system. You know, the reality is that we're existing as spiritual beings in physical bodies. And now that's a much more truer statement than to say that we are physical beings with a consciousness that doesn't really serve our purpose. No, we're here on a spiritual journey to grow and develop. And the only way that we can grow and develop as these spiritual beings is through the physical bodies that we have, through the physical reality that we have. And that's why we have to have so much respect for this reality. It's this spiritual growth that we look for to continue on to the next life is only possible in this body. Give it some love. Show it some appreciation. Now, when you understand that, you also start to realize that your life is really just how you want it to be. Well, how can you make your life the way that you want it to be? Well, establish your beliefs. What do you believe in? A lot of people don't have rooted beliefs, and they also don't have values that they can actually uphold and protect themselves from bad beliefs. So in doing so, most people do live the world that's in their head. Because just because I have maybe a crazy idea, and let's just say that crazy idea is world peace, right? But I live in a world where that is possible, then I'm existing in a world where I can actually take action towards that particular outcome. A lot of people don't even live in a world where they believe that their desired outcome exists. So that's called hell. You need to be delusional in this world, especially now. You need to have a level of delusion that allows you to do those things that you know that you should be doing that scares the shit out of you. Now, the reality is that you look at anybody, what was that Steve Jobs' one quote that got him really popular? Everyone says you can't do it until you can, something like that. And at a level, that is true. They call you crazy until you do it, right? That's the quote. There's a certain level where I thought I was crazy to be doing this. Now I fucking love it. Now I actually try to lean into it as much as I can. I try to think about how much more I could be doing if I were to keep sitting into myself, pulling myself into this only existence, because everything is in you right now. Most people don't understand that. But if all of eternity and all of reality was made for you to be in the position that you're in right now, then that means that you walk with all of eternity. Because you look at the sun and the moon and everything around, all around this little small, tiny little planet. But somehow it feels so personal. That's where you get your power. Make it personal. That's when you can actually win those debates. That's when you can get those information. That's when you can actually build your life. So once you pull the walls in so close to you that actually, opposed to making this all one big, oh my God, I'm nothing, flip it. Boom. Singular. Individual. Wow. If you had a platform for your existence to matter, what would it look like? Most people think, well, it'd be flat, and it'd be me, and there'd be the things I like. No, it kind of looked like this. There would be something just right enough, something you would call home, a place where you can speak your voice into eternity and it can be heard. That's the human experience, where you can shout out in the sky. And you're not just shouting out to whatever is out there. You're really echoing it out to yourself, because that's what's going to happen. It comes all the way out and then hits you, and then you realize, hey, oh my God, I'm worthy of whatever I wanted to achieve, or I can actually bring that into reality. I can become that person. But I eventually realized that, there is no superior life. There's no one life that's better than another. I guess you can say that maybe in a control group, but the best life is the one that's actually being lived, present. You could take somebody who has everything, but oh my God, if he's in Narnia, he's not anywhere, right? If you're not present, then you're not here. And a lot of the time people don't know that, but power comes from your ability to be present. And this even went into another whole topic for me, which I was thinking about, which is, they say comparison is the thief of joy. I think comparison is the thief of power. And the reason why I say that is because if you're comparing yourself, then you're inherently diminishing your focus and your power outside of what you are supposed to give. If anybody can have a mindset that could save their life, it's I'm here to build, especially as a man. I'm here to build, I'm here to create. I'm here to build, I'm here to create. Now, you bring in those walls as close as you can. Maybe break your phone if it's not serving you. If you're on social media and it's not working for you, then you're working for it. And the same thing goes for every single other system that's been created. You need to understand that these things need to serve you. Now you step into life with a feeling and an understanding of every single place that I'm in is temporary. As the spiritual being, everything is temporary. I have to know when it is time to change, when it is time to evolve. And I also know when it is time to put my head under and give to everything that is around me, even the people that I have. Think about the kind of change you could create if you walked into your own home like that was everything. Everything. Like you walked into your job like that was everything. Like you spoke to somebody with everything behind it. Think about how much power you would have when you actually flip it inward, where everything is revolving around you. I believe that a second a person realizes that everything in reality was made for them, that is the second they win in life. Because then even your failure, even your pain, even your suffering is for you. That means you do have everything, including a bad day.